suffer so much, even when nothing is actually wrong? Have you ever wondered that? You're scrolling your phone, someone says something slightly negative, and boom, your whole mood is gone. Or maybe a friend forgets to reply, and your brain goes into overthinking mode. Did I do something wrong? Why don't they care? Am I not important enough? We've all been there. We care too much about what others think, about what others say, about things that are far beyond our control. And the truth is, the more we care, the more we suffer. But what if I told you that the key to happiness, the kind of inner peace even money can't buy, is found not in caring more, but in caring less, not in being careless, but in being free? In this video from Wisdom of Sparks, we're going to explore a powerful Buddhist teaching that shows us why letting go is the secret to joy, why detachment is not cold or selfish, but the purest form of self-love. And stay with me till the end, because I'll not only share a real Buddhist parable that will shake your understanding of life, but also show you practical ways to apply this wisdom, so you can stop drowning in stress and finally breathe freely. Let's begin. You see, from the moment we are born, we are taught to care. Care what people think, care about grades, care about looks, care about fitting in, care about success, and slowly, we build our world around others' opinions and external outcomes. And what does that lead to? A silent prison, one where we constantly ask, am I enough? Do they like me? Why don't I have what they have? What if I lose what I love? But Buddha taught something so profound, so simple, that it could change your life if you truly understand it. He said, you only lose what you cling to. Let that sink in. We only suffer because we cling. To people, to outcomes, to past regrets, to future fears, to identities we've outgrown. We care because we think caring gives us control. But the truth, caring too much is what's controlling us. Let me share a short moment from my own life. There was a time not long ago when I was obsessed with perfection. I wanted every video I created for this channel, Wisdom of Sparks, to be flawless. I'd check comments constantly. I'd feel low if a video didn't hit numbers. And worst of all, I started believing that my worth was tied to how people reacted. But one day, while reading a Buddhist text during a silent retreat, I came across these words, let go or be dragged. And that hit me. I realized I was dragging so much invisible weight. Expectation, fear, comparison, ego. I decided just for one day to not care. Not in a bitter way, but in a freeing way. I told myself, create from love, not from fear. Do it because it brings peace, not because it brings praise. Release the outcome. Let the universe take over. And that one shift, that one small change in mindset, it changed everything. Not only was I happier, I was lighter. I was no longer performing for the world. I was living from my soul. That, my friends, is the power of not caring too much. Now here's what most people get wrong. They hear care less and think it means be cold, ignore people, don't love, don't feel. But that's not what Buddha taught. He taught detachment, not disconnection. Apeksha, one of the 4 sublime attitudes in Buddhism, means equanimity, a kind of calm. Deep peace where your heart is open, but your happiness is not dependent on anything outside of you. You can still love people deeply, but you don't attach your entire identity to them. You can still enjoy success, but you don't fall apart when failure visits. You can still care, but you don't get trapped, because when we become attached, we become controlled. Buddhism teaches us to observe life like clouds passing through the sky. Feelings come, situations come, people come, and they all go. So why hold so tightly? The less we grip, the more we receive. Now imagine this. You're walking down a mountain path. You're carrying a heavy backpack full of stones. Some are labeled expectations. Some say what ifs. Others say they said this. They didn't do that. What will they think? Every step feels heavier. Now someone tells you, you don't need that backpack anymore. You stop. You drop it. You breathe. And suddenly the same path feels like freedom. That's the power of letting go. That's what happens when you care less about the noise. and care more about your peace. Let's go even deeper now. Have you ever noticed, the more you chase happiness, the more it runs away? But the moment you stop chasing, it suddenly shows up. That's not a coincidence. That's Buddhist truth, because happiness isn't found in holding on. It's found in letting go. Letting go of control. Letting go of people who hurt you. Letting go of needing everyone's approval. Letting go of being perfect. Letting go of the past. Letting go of the future. And just being. Right here, right now. Just breathing. Just existing. Just watching life unfold without fighting it. That's the real power. And here's something crazy. The less you care about being liked, the more people are drawn to your energy. The less you care about success, the more it flows to you naturally. The less you care about controlling outcomes, the more life surprises you with miracles. Why? Because when you let go, you create space. And in that space, the universe delivers. So here's my question to you. What would happen if you stopped caring so much, just for one day? What would happen if you released that tight grip and trusted the flow of life? What would your life look like if you were no longer controlled by what if and what they said and what they think? Let me tell you what will happen. You'd find peace. You'd find joy. You'd find yourself. So in this video, Wisdom of Sparks will take you on a deep dive into this life-altering teaching. In the next sections, you'll discover the Buddhist truth behind attachment and suffering, why caring less doesn't make you heartless, it makes you healed, a Zen story that will change how you see happiness forever, and a simple 7-day practice that will help you let go and smile from your soul. So sit back, take a deep breath, and open your heart to a new way of living. Because the truth is, the less you care, the happier you become. Do this and see. Let's begin. Part 2, the Buddhist blueprint to inner peace. 1. Why caring too much is a trap. Let's begin with a simple truth. We live in a world that rewards attachment. From the moment we open our eyes, we're taught to tie our self-worth to achievements, relationships, and people's opinions. If they like me, I'm lovable. If I get that job, I'm valuable. If I succeed, I'm worthy. But what happens when none of that shows up? We break. In Buddhist teachings, this phenomenon is explained through tanha, the craving and clinging to desires that ultimately lead to dukkha, suffering. Caring too much is like wrapping yourself in chains made of expectations. You're constantly trying to control, predict, and manipulate life into giving you what you think will bring happiness. But that very need is the root of your unhappiness. 2. Buddhist teachings on letting go. Buddha didn't say to abandon life or to stop loving. He said, attachment leads to suffering. This is not a call to coldness, but a call to awareness. He encouraged us to live with an open hand, not a clenched fist. When we hold life too tightly, it slips through. But when we allow things to come and go naturally, we begin to experience true peace. Key Buddhist principles to understand this. Anicca, impermanence. Everything is temporary. Nothing lasts forever. Why care deeply about something destined to change? Dukkha, suffering. Suffering comes from attachment and aversion. Caring too much creates an emotional storm. Anatta, non-self. The self we cling to doesn't truly exist. Why protect an illusion? 3. A Zen story. The monk and the beautiful woman. 2 monks were traveling on a journey. As they approached a river, they saw a beautiful woman unable to cross. One monk, without hesitation, picked her up and carried her across. The other monk was shocked but said nothing. Hours later, the second monk finally burst out. We monks shouldn't touch women. Why did you do that? The first monk replied, I left her at the riverbank. Why are you still carrying her? This story illustrates the burden of overcaring. We hold on to things that happened hours, days, even years ago, letting them live rent-free in our minds. Let go, drop the baggage, you'll feel free. 4. How to care less without being careless. Many misunderstand caring less as being heartless. In Buddhism, it's about being centered. Here are ways to practice it daily. Care from a place of love, not control. Give without expecting. Detach from results. Do your best, let life take care of the rest. Know that you are enough without their approval. Feel everything, but don't cling to anything. Your heart can be full, but your hands free. 5. The power of equanimity, apeksha. Upeksha means balance and neutrality. When someone praises you, you smile. When someone insults you, you smile. Not because you're fake, but because you've risen above. You no longer dance to the tune of other people's opinions. You understand. What they say is about them, not me. This is the Buddhist way, to remain unshaken like a mountain, whether sunshine or storm. 6. 7-day detachment practice. Let's make this practical. Each day, try one of the following practices. Day 1, silence one notification source turn off Instagram or WhatsApp for one full day. Observe how much freer you feel. Day 2, no complaints day, don't complain or react to negativity. Watch how light you feel. Day 3, give without one kind, act anonymously. Don't even tell anyone about it. Day 4, observe without judging, sit for 10 minutes. Just watch your thoughts, don't label them. Day 5, let go of one person's opinion, think of someone whose opinion you cling to. Let it go, say, I release their control over me. Day 6, surrender one outcome, release control over something, an exam, interview or reply. Say, what happens, happens, I am okay. Day 7, gratitude for what is right, 5 things you're grateful for, just as they are, without wishing for change. This will change you. 7, the monk who gave up everything. A wealthy prince once asked Buddha, why should I give up everything? Buddha replied, so you can receive everything. When we empty the cup of our ego, the universe fills it with peace. That's not magic, that's alignment. 8, emotional freedom, the greatest wealth. You can have all the money, fame, and love in the world, but if your mind is trapped in fear, comparison, or people-pleasing, you're not free. When you stop caring about what doesn't matter, you start caring about what does. Your peace, your breath, this moment, and in this moment, you have everything you need. 9, repeat these Buddhist mantras daily. I release the need to be understood. I do not chase, I attract. I am not this thought, I am the observer. Peace begins when expectation ends. Let go, let life. Write them, speak them, live them. 10, final realization. When you let go, life comes to you. Think about water. When you cup your hands too tightly, you spill it, but if you relax, you hold it gently. That's how happiness works. The less you grasp, the more life flows. Your heart becomes a sanctuary, not a battlefield. And when you live like this, people feel your peace. The universe responds to your calm. You become magnetic, not because you care more, but because you finally care just enough. Be like the lotus, untouched by the dirty water. Let life swirl around you, but remain rooted in your stillness. This is the Buddhist way. This is the wisdom of Spark's way. So, care less, smile more, love freely, and watch happiness follow you like a shadow. Stay with us in the next part of the video, where we'll guide you through a calming meditation to help you detach from what no longer serves you. This is not just a video, this is your turning point. Let's stop here for a moment, not just at the end of a video, but at the beginning of something rare. Inner peace. You see, the world has taught you to chase approval, recognition, likes, validation. But Buddha taught you to release, not to give up on life, but to stop gripping it so tightly. And now I ask you one final time, what are you still carrying that you were meant to let go of long ago? What are you clinging to that is actually clinging to your suffering? What would your life look like if you finally allowed yourself to care less and live more? We live like guests at a grand party, worried about our dress, our impression, our reputation. But we forget the party will end. The music will fade. The people will leave. And in the silence, who are you then? The truth is, you are not your past. You are not your pain. You are not anyone's opinion. You are not the likes, the comments, the rejections, the regrets. You are the soul beneath all of that. A still, calm, unshakable presence, just like the Buddha described. So from this moment on, try this. Care less about impressing and more about expressing. Care less about being enough and more about simply being. Care less about who stays and more about who you become. This is not about becoming cold. This is about becoming clear. It's about looking in the mirror and finally saying, I don't need to be anything other than who I am. I don't need to win the world to find peace. I don't need to fight anymore, I choose to flow. Here's a secret Buddhist lesson most people don't know. It's not the letting go that hurts. It's the resistance to letting go that hurts. You think caring less will make you feel empty. But what if it makes you feel light? You think detachment will make you lose love. But what if it makes you love more freely? You think stopping the chase means you're giving up. But what if it means you're finally arriving? At Wisdom of Sparks, we believe in lighting your path from within. This isn't just a philosophy. This is a revolution, a quiet, powerful internal one. When the world shouts, care more, try harder, be better, we whisper, let go, you already are enough. Now I want you to do something bold, right now. In the comments below, write one thing you are letting go of today. It could be a person, a thought, an outcome of fear. Write it, release it, witness your healing begin. Let this space, this video, be your temple of transformation. You've heard enough. You've learned enough. Now live it. Don't just watch this video. Become it, because you, the one behind the thoughts, behind the pain, behind the mask, you are what you've been searching for all along. Let go, care less, and watch the universe unfold like a lotus at dawn. Thank you for walking this path with me. If this touched your soul, share it. Subscribe, let someone else breathe lighter too. This is Wisdom of Sparks, where your inner fire finds peace.